there we are. This is take 2 now because I just filmed on my phone. It recorded for about 50 seconds and then cut off because I've got no storage. So, take 2. So, hi guys, welcome back. If you haven't noticed, this isn't my usual background. That is because we are in Paris. I'm so happy. So I was like, oh, I'll film a video out here, out on the balcony, and now the sun started shining, so that is great. My boyfriend's just in the shower, so I was like, oh, while he's in the shower, I'll just come out here and film a quick video, because I've had this idea in mind. And obviously my last video was about why you can't have sad friends, and someone messaged me and they were like, oh, sorry, my throat's a bit sore. They would message me and were like, oh, well, how do you think it would feel to watch that video and being the sad friend? So I was like, well, why don't I create a video reflecting the last video? So go check that out if you haven't watched it. It's a very important video to me, something that I felt really confident talking about, something that I've learned a lot from my own experience. So I thought, as a reflection to that video, why don't I make a video how to be happy and tell you what you can do to feel your best and feel happy. So, but the first thing you've got to remember is happiness is a choice. Happiness just doesn't, well, it can eventually come naturally, but you have got to choose to be happy, and you have got to choose to focus on the positive. And I feel like there's so many people where you just get the negatives in your head, but you've got to think, when there's a negative, there's a positive. Even if it's like small, there's always, everything happens for a reason, I believe. Everything happens for a reason. But I thought if I tell you, like, not sort of like step by step, but things you can do to make yourself a better person, and once you do these things, you'll notice that you're more energized, you're more relaxed in a way, you get more excited, you start looking forward to things, you feel better about yourself as a person, you gain confidence. And I'm going to tell you this. Let's get into it. First of all, active, gym. This is something that I think is very important, and it's definitely made a difference for me. I see so many like fitness influencers who have also, like, you know, they go to the gym, they're active, and what this does is when you're like moving your body, when you're putting in the work, when you're being energized, even though you may begin to feel tired, you are therefore pushing your own boundaries. So when you come to doing this like exercise or active workout again, you'll be able to push yourself more and feel like you'll be able to go longer. Now, I think it is important to go to the gym. That's like my personal opinion. I think that everyone should go to the gym. And obviously there is some reasons, like you might not be able to afford it, you might not be able to live near a gym. So that's why I said be active. It doesn't necessarily have to be a gym, just be active. Go on a bike ride, go on a run, go on a walk, try and do Pilates in your room, try and do yoga in your room. Just practice a little bit of this, feel that movement in your body, and you want to move more. Every time you want to move more, the more that your body is moving and out there, the more you're feeling good about yourself. And if you are like working out to like build on your body, obviously everyone has different goals. You might want to lose weight, you might want to gain weight, you might want to put on muscle, you might want big legs, you might want big arms, like whatever. Everyone's goal is different. But if you like dancing, oh my god, dancing, that is like amazing. Like, if you're a girl, guys can do this as well, I don't care, but for me, I like to like put my music on, just like blast my speaker in my bedroom and just completely dance. And who cares if you look like a twat? Like, who actually cares? If you're in your room, you're by yourself, move that body, feel the beat, you will feel good. You will feel good. Now, another thing that like helps me be happy is I keep a journal, like a diary, and I don't write in it every day. It is a bit chilly out here. I don't write in it every day, but I try and write in it when I can. And if I have nothing to talk about, nothing to say, and like not anything to give my opinion of, or like anything emotional and deep, I simply just write down what I've done. So like today I'll write, oh, today I woke up, I had a coffee, I sat on the balcony, and write how that made you feel. Like whether it's good or bad, write how that made you feel, and then you can go back on that and reflect on that and think, oh yeah, I'll keep that in mind. So we've got active, we've got keeping a journal, and another thing is nature. Nature definitely plays a big part on you. So for me, spending time in the sun, I feel really connected to the sun, and I feel like the sun recharges me. And spending time outside, you know when you always hear people say like, oh, go touch some grass, that's because it's true. Like if you spend time outside, just spend time in the woods, spend time sitting in a field, like it makes me feel so at peace and so like grateful to think that we live on such a beautiful planet. Like going on hikes and just breathing in that fresh air is really good for you and really good for your mentality. Like, and if you're like, oh well, I don't enjoy going on walks, I don't enjoy spending time in nature, what is wrong with you? Because we are human, we are mammals, we are animals. We were born to spend time in nature. We were born to just breathe in the fresh air and just really ground ourselves with that. And I think if you're just outside in the sun, it just makes you feel good, you know. It does make you feel really good. Another thing that affects how you feel is your diet. So if you eat nothing but frozen food, processed food, sugar, chocolate, that is not good for you. Like the thing is, I don't necessarily like stick to a diet. Like there will be some nights where I do just grab an entire chocolate bar. I'm not gonna be one of them people that's like, you've got to eat healthy all the time, only eat like veg and fruit, because you do want your majority of your diet to be veg and fruit. You do want the majority of the stuff that you put in your body, because whatever you consume consumes you. So if you're just eating all this toxic stuff, one, you'll start to see it in your skin. Your skin will just be horrible, and it affects your mood, because we need nutrients. You know what I'm on about. We need them. We need all like our vitamins and shit. And I'm not one, for me personally, I don't do supplements. I don't do like the vitamin pills and stuff like that. Plant-based diet, that's not for me. Like I think eating meat is really important, eating fruit and veg is really important, but not constantly, because if you want that little bit of chocolate, have that little bit of chocolate. If that makes you happy, have that little bit of chocolate. As long as it's not like constantly, as long as the majority of your diet is good, there's nothing wrong with having a little treat. We deserve a little treat. There's nothing wrong with that. But you really need to make sure what you're putting in your body is good for you, and good for your heart, and good for all your like organs, your liver, kidneys and shit, because your body will start to fail, and that'll bring your mood down. If you eat like nothing but shit for a week, I guarantee by the end of that week you will just be feeling like a bit hungover. You'll be feeling like But the second you start changing your diet, start drinking tons of water, water's very important, and start eating all that healthy stuff, you'll start to feel good for yourself. So now imagine you eat all this healthy stuff, you're eating good, you're eating clean, you go into the gym and you're spending time outside. That will already make you feel better. That will already uplift you. And if you stay consistent with this, because that's the thing, you don't just do it once or do it for 2 weeks, do it for a month, and then think, oh, well, I've done it now, I'm a better person. No, this is like, you have got to stick at it. You have got to be in this routine almost, where you are doing these activities. Now, I'm not saying you do have to like go to the gym and eat healthy every day, you know. There's nothing wrong with like being like a fluid human being, you know. One day you might go to the gym for like 2 hours and like eat a salad. The next day you might go to the gym for half an hour and eat some fruit, but also think, oh, I might just eat a couple of biscuits. Nothing wrong with that, because what works for me might not work for you. And not the same advice applies for everyone. You just like You just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Now, another one which I think sort of correlates to like keeping a diary and keeping a journal is meditation. Like I'm a deep thinker, and if you believe in star signs, I'm a Cancer, so I'm quite an emotional person, I'm quite an empath, and I think a lot of deep thought. I don't really like listen to music, I'll just sit with my thoughts. And I think it's good if you just take the time at the beginning of the day or the end of the day or both and really just sit and like just take deep breaths, be in a quiet space, get in a good headspace and just think. Just think about anything, think about yourself, think about how you think and why do you think like that? Why do I think this? Where are these thoughts coming from? Is that a positive thought or is that a negative thought? And I think if you write this down as well, like I say, you reflect on it. Self-reflection is really good, because if you're not taking the time to like look in the mirror and think, right, what do I need to fix about myself? How can I become the best version of myself? That is what's important. It's just all this like self-reflecting. And like you need to like look at yourself in a person and think, what don't I like about myself? What can I change so I can become healthy, so I can become active, so I can be willing to put in the effort to make myself a better person? That is what you need. So now you imagine we have gym, activeness, we have meditation, we have diary, journaling, we have diet, and the most important one, positive friends. Who you surround yourself with, because if you do have negative people around you, you'll never be happy, because you just have all this negativity dragging you down. You need to be motivated. You need to have people who will empower you and encourage you and make you want to try. If you have a friend that you think, oh, like I'm jealous of them, why can't I be like that? Why can't I be them? Don't think that. Think like, maybe if I speak to this girl and find out like how she does that, maybe I can like try that to like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like all your emotions in your head, you control them. You control how you feel. Like if you choose to get sad about something, like you can choose to be happy about something. Like I'm happy that I'm sat here in Paris with my boyfriend on a balcony trying to offer you guys advice for how you can be happy and how you can feel better. And I am grateful that I am gaining the confidence to be able to talk and share this with you guys. I am grateful for the weather. Like even though it's not sunny, it's not warm, I'm a bit cold sat on this balcony, I'm grateful that it's not raining and that like it's just nice, you know. And if you start to like think positive thoughts, if you start to think happy, then you will gain more of this positivity, you will gain more of this happiness, and you will see positive in more and more things in the day-to-day life. It's just really, it's your life and no one's coming to save you. No one's gonna like drag you to the gym. No one's gonna like drag you or force you to do anything. So if you're the one that's sat around doing nothing, that is your choice. Get out there and live your life, focus on the positives and just really take it all in. And I think that's like pretty much everything I wanted to like talk about in this video. I did like write a couple of notes down on my phone, what I wanted to talk about, and I do think that I am like gaining more confidence. Like I remember when I first started YouTube, I was always sat there and I was like, yeah, so about this, like I just didn't really know what to say. But now that I'm like speaking about topics that I have like learnt for myself and experienced for myself, just by that, oh well, but yeah, I feel like happy to be able to just get this out there and know that like these videos could help someone and people do take my advice from these videos. And like my whole thing is I just want to be happy. I just want to be positive and I want to help people be happy and be positive and get out of this negative headspace and stop being that sad friend. And I just want to share the knowledge that I have learned with you guys, and hopefully some of it does resonate with you. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe. My Instagram is usually linked in the description, or it's in my YouTube bio. And remember, like, my DMs are always open, so if you ever like want to message me about anything, like, I think I'm quite good at giving advice, so I'm always here. But thank you so much. I'll see you guys later.